Yo, what is up everyone? This is OJ over here from PlayerEssence and welcome to another discussion video that I have here for you guys. So today we're going to be talking about what Aonuma said as far as the Wii U gamepad using both screens with the TV and the gamepad kind of disrupts gameplay and why they're not going to be implementing that into The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, because that game will not have any unique dual screen play that you've seen in some titles like Star Fox Zero, because the game is going to be fully playable with the Wii U Pro Controller. So here is what he had to say in an interview recently. Quotations: "We have realized that having something on the gamepad and looking back and forth between the TV screen and the gamepad actually disrupts the gameplay and the concentration that the game player may be experiencing. You have your car's GPS system on your dash. If you had it down in your lap, you're going to get into an accident." So this is pretty much a 100% admission that the whole concept of this dual screen play necessarily did not work out the way Nintendo intended, and not all developers, even their biggest one with probably their biggest game or one of their biggest games on Wii U, says that we can't do this because it disrupts gameplay. And you know, I don't want to be too down on this because I've talked about this before with the Wii U gamepad and how I feel that it definitely disturbs gameplay, but this is 100% true as far as what Aonuma is saying. For me, the gamepad does disturb gameplay at times, especially when you have to look down between the controller, then look back up, and especially if you're using a Pro Controller. That's what I dislike the most. Games that support Pro Controller, but then they have to use the gamepad at times, even though you might not have to be switching back and forth. The fact that if you're using the Pro Controller and you have to sometimes switch to the gamepad, that is very disturbing in my eyes. So I wouldn't want The Legend of Zelda to be that type of game to where, yes, there's going to be Pro Controller support, but then you have to use the gamepad in some instances or switch back and forth. Now, I'll tell you one game that actually does that, and it's really disturbing the gameplay, and it's actually going to get a mark down just a little bit because of that, and that is Tokyo Mirage Session Sharp FE. There are topics or new text messages that you get, but you are not allowed to look at those on the screen. So if you're using a Pro Controller, you have to look at the gamepad in order to see some of these urgent messages and new messages that you are getting. And to me, that completely disrupts gameplay because sometimes you'll be in a dungeon and it'll just automatically pop up. So if you're using a Pro Controller, you have to stop what you're doing and look at the gamepad screen. It's really disturbing, and Aonuma is definitely right about that. But this all is opinion. But when your top dog basically says it, you know that there's going to be a lot of other people that are going to have issues, and people have had issues, even Nintendo fans, people who have just looked at the Wii U and said, I'm not sure if this concept will work, but it is what it is. I think Nintendo has learned their lesson at this point, and I doubt we're going to see something like that going forward from them, but it is interesting to see Aonuma say this out of all people. Alright guys, that basically wraps it up for this video here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like it. Let me know you guys want more content like this going forward in the future. And also subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips and tricks, and everything on The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you for the next video. Peace!